Hi, today I want to talk about a topic that our students have a difficult time managing, and that is feelings. A lot of our students struggle with how to act in certain situations, and so it's important that we teach them the right way to act and how to deal with these things. So I have created a set of cards and included just about every feeling I could possibly think of. And these cards can be used in several ways. In my classroom, I use them as a daily topic card, and we will pull one during our morning meeting and we talk about it. So like if I pulled disappointed, I would give a brief definition of it, and then I would ask other students how to describe what they think disappointed is, and we would have a classroom discussion about disappointed, and then we would act out. I would let several students act out how they think disappointed looks, and we would talk about situations where you might be disappointed and the proper way to deal with that, and give some strategies for how to deal with when you're disappointed and without getting in trouble. That is one way that these cards are useful. They can also be used to play charades, and my students really love doing that. So they take turns pulling a card, acting it out, and the other kids have to guess, and that of course is after you've taught them. And you can do, like I'll teach some 4 days of the week, and then on Friday we'll do the charades game on the ones that we've learned previously and for that week. And so it kind of ties it in and does like a little summary. They can be a very good way to discuss feelings, and how when a student is struggling and has actually acted out in a way that is not positive in the classroom, then you can use these cards to talk about maybe opposite feelings or what they could do. Remember the strategies we talked about, and just use them as talking cards for a student that needs to have a calm down time. There are lots of ways you can use the cards. Those are the ways that I use them. Once the students have learned the feelings and what they actually mean, strategies to use them, what it might look like, then I've created a game board. And this one fits on a paper size game, so you could have 2 or 3 kids play it. I have created it in a larger form, and then we can mix and match and move them around. And so I just basically have a big card for each square, and you could do a straight line. You can let the kids create it. It's kind of fun to do it that way. And this one, though, the kids will roll a dice, use a spinner, or draw number cards. They get number 3, they're moving 1, 2, 3 spaces. And on this one, if you rolled a 3 and you got on the 3rd space, it is considerate. So their job would be to explain what they think considerate is, and then maybe act it out, or choose a friend at the table to act it out, and when they might see that. If they rolled a 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because we don't have 7 on our dice, they would get depressed. And so this one might have a very different discussion and acting it out. You might also have a discussion on, well, what can we do to make this positive? So it's a fun game, but also is a safe way to talk about feelings and what we need to do when we're having those feelings, so that we don't get in trouble, and we learn strategies for how to deal with them. So I always start with the cards first, and then move on to the game. And this is very fun to do with a couple of kids. It is very good to do with a student who has had a blowout in class and needs to have a calm down time. Hey, let's play the feelings game, because they can talk about the feelings here. You could even just bring out the game and say, hey, which one of these are you feeling? Bring out the cards. Which one of these are you feeling? Which one do you want to feel? So it's a game, but it is really an avenue to learn about feelings, talk about feelings, and then use them as a calm down strategy should that be necessary in your classroom. I hope it's useful to you. Thanks.